Dr. Crawford, it's good to be here with you. The calendar for the upcoming school year was just approved. What was your initial reaction to it?
Yeah, because of statute and because of tradition here in Tyler, there's not a whole lot of room to manipulate that. We certainly want to make sure that we protect instruction to maximize as much instructional opportunity we can for students. We think we've come up with a good calendar, but we've also protected some of the things that are invaluable to our community and our teaching staff, and that is to make sure we're done before Memorial Day, that we have a substantial break at semester for the Christmas holidays, also observance of the Easter weekend and Thanksgiving break and spring break. So once you get through protecting those things that we value here in Tyler, we got to make sure that instruction is taken care of, and there's not a whole lot of room for creativity there.
Any major changes you want to tell our audience, or not so much?
No, not really. I think it's a pretty good Christmas break that's put in there. You don't come back till I think after January 6th or January 7th, similar to this year as well. So our teachers should be well refreshed and reset after the new year.
And I also want to talk about the approval of some transportation vehicles. It's my understanding that's over $700,000. What led to, these vehicles needing to be purchased at this moment?
Yeah, I think we're retiring 8 buses as we speak because I think they've been in service for the last 14 or 15 years. And so in saying that, what we do is we go back and we cannibalize those buses for parts, and then we go out for bid. And the dollar doesn't stretch quite as far as it used to, so we're only buying 5 buses to replace these 8 buses we've got. We've got plenty in our inventory, but because of inflation, we're having to cut back a little bit, and bus costs have gone up. The price of a new bus is like the price of a new car has gone up, and we'll certainly take care of them. We'll provide great maintenance for them so that we can extend the life on them as well.
Is this going to impact student commutes at all, or?
Oh, not at all. I think we've got a fleet of over 220 plus buses. So we've got some in reserve that we're always able to put into service whenever there's maintenance issues or there's just general maintenance and upkeep. So we've got plenty of buses. These are, again, just retiring buses that are 15 years old and have, 400,000 miles on them.
How much is the average bus today?
Oh gosh, anywhere. It depends on the quality of bus. You could probably find them, anywhere from $80,000 on up. And we certainly try to do the most economical we possibly can. We're always trying to make sure we have the newest technology on them. And at the same time, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning is always big here in Texas as well, because it can get very hot in the summer. It can get very cold in the winter. We want to make sure that we're protecting our students.
And is this new fleet going to affect now, or you need to wait a little bit until these new buses are available for students to use?
No, we'll be able to purchase those whenever the budget allows. So these are budgeted items that we had been planning for. We finally got the quotes back, and we'll go ahead and move forward and get those into rotation as soon as possible.
And there's also some renovations coming to the Stewart campus. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, A.T. Stewart's one of our last campuses that we actually have in operation from the 60s. Or earlier, and as we're trying to offload some of our older inventory, we did identify that campus as being able to be reconfigured for some movement and some office space. As we try to right-size our school system as far as the business services go, or maybe even any curriculum or instructional services, A.T. Stewart will provide us an opportunity for office space so that we can house some of the adults that actually service some of our students, like bilingual education, special education, and maybe even some records management, et cetera.
And how much will that cost, and how long is that project expected to last?
That thing came in under budget. We were anticipating it was going to cost us anywhere from $3 to $4 million, but I think around $2 million is something that we'll be able to throw at that project. That's from special project funds that we haven't been able to put back over the years. So it's taxpayer dollars that will be well spent. As we try to get out of some of our older facilities, like at Gary, the old Gary School that was built in 1927, I believe. Of course, Hogg was built in 1930, and that's an older facility as well. So we've condensed everything down, at least got everything into the 21st century.
Any estimated completion date, though, for that renovation for the A.T. Stewart campus?
Gosh, I really hope that we can get it done by the start of school this next coming year, but at least this next fall. So 9 or 10 month project.